Hi, I'm Sylvia Vowless, and I'm an author and the Miracles Ambassador. And for the past 3 decades, I've also been an international speaker and teacher. And this is the 4th in my myth-busting series, with the idea of giving you some tips as to what to be aware of that may be lodged in your unconscious mind, things that you've taken on board without even realizing in your subconscious record, or your library, shall we say, that will get in the way of all your best efforts to manifest and create the life that you would choose, that I call a heaven on earth life, and certainly attract miracles as well. Until you're aware of these and change these mindsets, then your best efforts are not going to be rewarded. And even if you apply all these steps in here, if you've got these running, these little, what I call myths, then unfortunately the results are going to be very limited, if any at all. So this is the 4th one in that series. And this is where people say, and I've heard this so often, well, I'm a good person, and I help others, and I do all the right things. And the unspoken words there are, so I am waiting for my reward. Can you see that that is not living from your divine self? You are relating that what you do and how you live is going to bring you rewards, bring you results. And of course this has been perpetuated through the churches, through the centuries. They taught to keep power and control. They taught people, put up with whatever circumstances you find yourself in. It doesn't matter how hard life is, but if you're a good person, then you will get your reward when you die and go to heaven. So it's deeply entrenched into the mass consciousness. But what we're aiming to be, if we're going to work from our higher self, our divine self, we're going to express that divinity here while we're in the 3rd dimensional form, is that we want to be a loving and a good person, sure, but love that is unconditional, that has no expectation of return. We're not doing it, we're not being loving and kind and a nice person because we are wanting something in return. We are doing it because that's who we are. As divine beings, we are loving and we are compassionate, we are caring. And that's why we do it, for no other reason. But you can see how deeply entrenched this idea of, if I do this, I'll get a reward, is in our consciousness. So have a look and see if it's part of your consciousness. And if it is, decide here and now that that is not who you are. You are a loving, divine being. That's the truth. And the more we can express this now in our human lives here, then the happier not only will you be and all those around you, but the whole world will gradually become more loving, more conscious, as part of this consciousness shift that's going on. So I bless you and send you love for who you are. Let's be all we are meant to be, all we are created to be, and miracles.